that 800? Whoa, 850? Jesus Christ. A disaster averted. Hey guys, welcome back to Bike Vids. As you see right here, this is very exciting. All the way from Belfast, Northern Ireland, are a brand spanking new pair of Scribe wheels. I'm going 650B for the first time. Like a lot of you, we've put a lot of thought and effort into this. Should we go to 650B on our gravel bike? Should we not? Should we watch hours and hours and hours of online content debating that exact same thing? Yes, yes, and yes. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to open up this pair of wheels, see what's in this box. I've also been disassembling and taking off my other wheel set, doing some weighing, doing some measuring, building up the Bike Vids database. And so we're going to look at these wheels, we're going to get them set up, and we're going to put them on the bike and do a little comparing and contrasting. So let's see what we have here. Something exciting about these wheels are, one, they're super lightweight, two, they're only $1,000. So I think for a carbon pair of gravel wheels, the theory at Bike Vids are Scribe wheels are coming through with an amazing deal and hopefully an amazing set of wheels. So wonderful postcard from the fine folks at Scribe, thanking me, of course, welcoming me to the team. I appreciate you, scribecycling.com. Check it out. I can see the top of the wheels already. These are their 650B gravel wide plus plus is what they call it, carbon wheels. I'm not sure, honestly, if they make a pair of, if they make aluminum wheels. Looks like we have the rear. You can order it with, very nice, you can order it with whichever hub body you like. I'm running right now a SRAM PG1130 1142 cassette. So this is the standard Shimano style hub body that fits with that cassette. Don't know if you could tell here in the Bike Vids studio, it's a cool green color. And here's our rear wheel. Very exciting. I have some stats for you guys also a little bit later. Maybe we'll talk about in terms of rim height and depth and all of that neat groovy stuff. I'm kind of afraid, where do I put this? I just don't want to mess anything. Okay, I'll put this here. I got all sorts of stuff here, guys. I have a new cassette. I'm going to just use this opportunity to put a fresh cassette on. It also doesn't come with rotors, so I have some rotors for it. I've got a nice fresh pair of tires here. I have coffee. I have a Bloody Mary. I'm pretty much totally set on life. Here is the front wheel. So exciting, so exciting. I don't know. We'll talk stats in terms of weight and stuff like that, but I can just tell you, like, feeling these, it's kind of like unbelievable that how light these feel, that it's such an integral, crucial part of a bike that gets beat up and smashed around so much, and that's just, I guess, the miracle of bike technology. So here's our Scribes. Let's get into it. Let's start setting these things up. Okay, folks, we're going to get into some of these, some of the stats and some compare and contrast. As you see, I've taken off my 700C Rovals. I'm running 40mm WTB Radlers right now. The overall weight of the bike with that setup is about 18.8 pounds of the Ibis Hakka. I am going to keep that same cassette, the PG1130 1142. I have a brand new one here in the box. I have my 650B Ventures 47 millimeters here. A little less aggressive of a tire choice. compared to the Rattlers, but I'm kind of, my logic, I guess, behind it is, you know, I have more tire, so I could maybe get a smoother rolling tire for pavement rides to the dirt with the Ventures is my theory. We're gonna do an after bike final setup as well. I'm not weighing. Eventually, we're gonna put these Shimano rotors on the revalves. It comes with a pair of valve stems. I have a pair handy here somewhere as well. Also comes, by the way, with some extra spokes. You know, Lord, I wouldn't know what to do if I broke a spoke. I would go to the bike shop, I guess, and bring them these. It also comes with adapters if you're running. It has the standard kind of Shimano style to put on the rotors, but it also comes with an adapter if you're running different types of rotors there. According to Scribe, and again, I'm not going to weigh the wheels without rotors and valve stems. You know, like, I feel like rotors and valve stems are like the minimum needed for the wheel, but their weight is 1242, and I'm assuming that's without that. I'm assuming that's without rotors or valve stems. They are $1,000, which to me is not, it's not a little bit of money, but for getting a 650B pair of carbon wheels, I think that seems to probably be something that is appealing to a lot of folks if you're kind of in the market for this. The rim depth is 23.5, which is a little less deep than my Rovals, which I think are 30. The width, internal width, is 25 millimeters and external width 30. The spoke count is 28. And as I mentioned, maybe we're on to something here at Bike Vids, but as of now, these wheels are kind of pre-order only, and of course in COVID times, production can be tough. So let's start setting these wheels up with. Great, guys. Let's put some rotors on this guy, and we'll do some weighing in. I'm just using these Shimano rotors. I've run some Shimano rotors before. I've run tram rotors. I know that there's other ones out there. There are definitely other ones that seem that look kind of cooler, and I know that are more expensive. But we're gonna put these guys on. We'll put the valve stem on, and we'll do some weighing in. I'm gonna put a little grease on the rotor where it connects with the hub, just to you know, there could be a time when, for example, you want to take these guys off, and you know, I think a little grease here is appropriate. I wouldn't necessarily be tuning in 100% to Bike Vids for all of your mechanical needs. I like working on my bikes for sure. You know, even as a kid, working on my BMX bikes and whatnot. But I also feel like there comes a time when I also love giving the bike to the professionals, and I love my bike so much. I do have a little bit of a fear of, for example, you know, screwing things up from time to time, which would be very, very, very sad. I'll go ahead and clamp this guy down. I do believe there's probably some recommended torques here for this guy. At Bike Vids, you know, I feel like I like to think that I have a natural feel for torques, but having a proper torque wrench is good. Especially, I would think, for, you know, important parts like like the brakes. The brakes are kind of an essential part of any riding experience. I'm gonna use, like I said, the wheels do come with valve stems. I'm gonna use I happen to have this pair of WTB valves handy, and I'm gonna use them just because they're a little shorter, and I don't really feel like, you know, I don't know what you guys think about this topic, but I just feel like sometimes people have too much valve stem going on, and I'm sure there's a reason for it. But I'm gonna use these, and I think that's plenty for the depth of these wheels. And really, all that's next is doing a little weigh-in before we put the tires on, and then of course the ultimate, which would be actually cruising around on the Hakka with the 650B setup. Okay, folks, here we go for a wheel weigh-in. Now that we have our rotors and stems in here, we got the front wheel of the Scribe. .7 kilos, so what is that, 700 grams? And here's our rear wheel. Again, with this we have the Shimano hub body. You can also get the XDR driver, 0.85 grams. So is that 850? Jesus Christ. A disaster averted at Bike Vids. So that's 850 grams. What was the first one? 750? 850 and 700. Let's add that to the Bike Vids database here. Nice. So let's do some math. That would be 1550 with rotors and stems. Their advertised weight on the website is 1242. Again, I'm assuming that's with nothing. So with rotors and stems, 1550. All right. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm sorry that I didn't get to share with you the classic, video trope of the tubeless tire popping into the rim, but I did end up, I believe, getting these sealed up enough. I've got a pretty lame compressor, and so it kind of took a little finagling, so didn't get to film that. But I'm about ready to dump some sealant in here. Normally I like to do these actually with the wheels on the bike, so there's nothing sitting on the tire. And I'm gonna put about 3 ounces of orange seal in, and I don't know if you guys could see, I usually I keep kind of a larger container of sealant, and then this kind of an application one, and then I got the these lines for various amount of ounces, so I could kind of just measure that in. But I'm gonna go ahead and put some sealant in both of these wheels just to get some final stats on the 650B conversion. Have the Scribe wheels on the Ibis Hakka MX. Let's check it out. I'm not sure how the folks at home weigh their bikes. I do it by hanging this thing to the ceiling like that. Totally accurate gauge. And here we are. I don't know if you guys could see that shit. 18.62 pounds. I'm gonna have to add that to the Bike Vids database. 18.62. I will say this: the Ibis is a little bit dirty at the moment. I don't know. Should I wash it and then kind of re-weigh? I mean, I don't know. It is definitely not totally clean. I'm sure that dirt must weigh a little bit there. But anywho, 18.62 is our final weight with the 650B conversion. All right, folks, I'm gonna wrap this shit up. Definitely break in some Bike Vids rules. Episode's too long.
So I'm going to tell you in a different episode all about me riding the Hakka with my new 650V wheels, compare and contrast, how's it feel compared to the 700Cs, all that good stuff. I feel like it needs to be a different episode. So hopefully you enjoyed me installing these scribes and some of those stats, and I will see you next time on Bike Vids. Bye.